Good afternoon, New York State PTA. I am Kyle Bella-Kapitsky, our Executive Director, and I'm so happy to be here with one of our fantastic New York State Alliance partners and friend, Derek from Upromise. This relationship we have is extremely important as we're trying to find ways, as you can imagine, to support parents and families in really funding and bringing their goal of their child's higher education dreams into reality. Upromise is one of those ways we can do that. So we're so happy to work together, really support our elementary and our middle school and our high school parents as they try to save and plan for their child's either college or career. Derek, thanks for being here with us today.
Oh, thank you very much for having me here today.
Derek, I'm so excited. I'm going to turn things over to you. As always, if you have any questions as PTA, you can reach out to me, exec director at nyspta.org. I think you all have my email. You can call the office. You can talk to your region director or any of our governance team members really about this fantastic partnership we have as we work together to support every child, to make every child's potential reality. Derek, I'm going to turn things over to you, and we're going to get started.
Thank you, Kyle. So what I'd like to do today is start by describing Upromise and how it works, really who we are and how the service works. And then I'll do a quick demonstration of the service as well. So starting off with what is Upromise? So it is a free cashback rewards program. And Upromise has been around for over 20 years and has always had a mission to help families save for college. So our members earn unlimited cashback rewards on everyday spending when they grocery shop online at thousands of different retailers, purchase electronic gift cards, visit their favorite restaurants, and answer surveys. And what we have done is we've created a network of the largest retailers, grocery stores, restaurants, and other consumer products to give our members cashback rewards for everyday activities. Upromise is completely free to join, and it is very easy to use. The whole objective of Upromise is to take these cashback rewards and have them sent directly into your college savings program. And whether that's a 529 plan or whether you're saving in another means, we can go ahead and get that money into your hands. So, so for starters, how does Upromise work? Well, I'll start by saying it's very easy. 3 simple steps. First one is to go to upromise.com and join Upromise. It is free. All you really need to do is to verify your, provide your name and your email address, and then we'll ask you to verify your email. The second thing is to go in and add a redemption account. So the redemption account can either be the 529 plan that you want your cashback rewards to go into, or it can be a bank account, and whether that's a savings or checking account. And what will happen is on a monthly basis, if your balance with Upromise is at a certain level, we will move that money automatically. We'll send it to your 529 plan or directly into your bank account. Okay. And then the last thing to do is really to use the service. And the best way to use it is to visit upromise.com every day. But certainly before you're shopping online, it gives you an opportunity to find discounts from your favorite stores. And really want to ensure that you're getting those cashback rewards. And also when you're grocery shopping, make sure you visit upromise.com before and after your grocery visit. You're then going to submit receipts, and that'll ensure that you're getting the additional cashback rewards from your groceries. All right. And the last thing I want to mention, and I've said it many times already, what does it cost? It costs nothing. Upromise truly is a free service. It's free to join and it's free to you to use. In addition to that, by joining Upromise and by linking a 529 plan account, you are automatically enrolled in our monthly $529 scholarships. So each month, we select 5 winners, and each of those 5 winners will receive $529. That money goes directly into their Upromise account and then is automatically swept at the next opportunity into their 529 plan or bank account. The next thing I would like to do, I will share my screen, is walk you through the Upromise website. Oops.
And I have to say, Derek, we're excited about this as you prepare the website, is because I know families are always trying to find ways to support their students. And this is a way that they can really, I'll say, earn something of things that they're already purchasing, as you said, grocery market shopping and things that their family already needs. So that's why this is such a great program.
Correct. And I want to show you how easy it is to sort of sign up and really use the program. So the first page we have here is us coming to the landing page. If you haven't signed up already, really what we're looking for here is an email and a password. We will then start to ask a few more questions to get a little bit more information and ultimately try to get you signed up for your redemption account. And you'll notice here you can receive $5.29 in a bonus when you sign up, and you can get an additional $25 in bonus when you link a 529 plan as well. I am already registered, so let me sign in here. All right, so this is the homepage for upromise.com. And what we'll really do is kind of walk through the different navigation across the top and give you a feel for how the program works. I'm going to start with shopping. Shopping is definitely our most utilized service. And you'll see that there's opportunities here to flag stores, some of your favorite stores. But if you walk through, you'll see really the majority of your favorite retailers. I'm going to use an example of shopping at Best Buy. So if I know that I'm going to go buy something at Best Buy today, I click through the Best Buy button. I see that I'm going to get 2% cash back. So I click through to earn cash back, shop now. And this brings me directly to Best Buy, where I can do online shopping. You'll see this tag in the top right-hand corner confirming that I'm going to get 2.5% cash back on any purchase. Okay. From this point, I shop at Best Buy, and when I'm done, I will receive the 2% cash back rewards from the Upromise service into my Upromise account. All right. As I continue to look across the program, I'll also mention buying gift cards. We do have the ability to purchase gift cards. They are electronic gift cards. It's a one-time link to a service called My Gift Card Plus, but it links directly with your Upromise account. And at that point on, you can purchase gift cards, number of different denominations from thousands of different retailers. And it's an opportunity to download a gift card, or you can purchase a gift card. It's sent to you electronically, and you can actually use it if you're walking into a store, or you can use it online as well. The next service I'll mention is our grocery program. You will see that we work with the largest grocery stores in the country across, but also including larger shops like Target and Walmart, and a number of different drugstores. So Walgreens, CVS, you'll probably see a number of different pharmacies as well. And I shop at Market Basket in the Boston area. And so if I click on Market Basket, I can see the Philadelphia cream cheese. I can get $2.50 back. I add that to my shopping list. If I go to Market Basket and go grocery shopping and pick up Philadelphia cream cheese today, I then take a picture of my receipt and submit the receipt. I would do that here. And then I'll get the $2.50 cash back directly into my Upromise account as well. All right. The next section I'll mention is offers. Here you have, these are more traditionally subscription services, but you also include apps, games you can play as apps, as well as some financial service bank accounts and things of that nature as well. We'll take a look later, but things like Stars, ESPN Plus, if you sign up for those services, you'll get cashback rewards on those programs here as well. The next item I want to mention is our dining program. And the way that the dining program works, here I am. The way that the dining program works is it's regional. So it can take a snapshot of wherever you are. I have it set up right now for Albany, New York. So you can see all the different restaurants that participate in the dining program. We have tens of thousands across the country. Tens of thousands of restaurants across the country. And these are both dine-in as well as online restaurant options. And if you shop at any of these restaurants, if you eat at any of these restaurants, you'll receive 2.5% cash back on the total bill. Okay, so it's a nice program. And then coming back to,
I'll interrupt. Looking at those dining programs, that's all around us. That's fantastic. So I didn't even realize that was a feature. So I'm going to log in today to my account.
yeah, always take a look at the dining options.
Yeah. I don't think about restaurants and dining. So that's great.
Correct. And the way that the dining program works is if you, you can link credit cards. So all you have to do is use a credit card that you have linked to your Upromise account, and it'll automatically identify that you
That's
ate
great.
at this
That's
restaurant.
that's a winner.
Yeah, so that's a fun one because you don't always have to think specifically about, hey, this is the restaurant I want to go to.
Yes,
Sometimes
you can just link
you'll
it
hit
and
some and it
happens
just
to be
happens.
on there. Yeah, that's great. Okay, I'm not going to interrupt anymore. That's fantastic.
That's all right. The next item are surveys. So you don't always have to go shopping to earn cashback rewards. You have the ability to answer surveys. They come in different amount of time and different payouts for each of the surveys. So when you first sign up, if you sign up for surveys, you actually get a $1 cashback bonus just for signing up to do surveys. You answer a handful of questions, and then they start feeding surveys to you that are based off of your demographics. All right. The next item I want to mention is the Upromise MasterCard. It's here across the top. The Upromise MasterCard, you do not need to have a Upromise MasterCard in order to make the Upromise program work. It is really just an additional way of earning cashback rewards. So if you think of the Upromise MasterCard as any other cashback reward credit card, except here what you're getting is 1.25% cashback on all purchases, and that's coming back into your Upromise account. If you have a Upromise account that's linked to a 529 plan, you get an additional bonus. And so that your Upromise MasterCard payment is 1.529% on all cashback on all purchases. And there's no limit to that spending. So if I go back to an example of the Best Buy purchase, if I go to Best Buy, I do it through Upromise, I'm getting 2% cash back from Best Buy. If I use my Upromise MasterCard to make that purchase, I get an additional 1.529% because I am linked to a 529 plan. So I'm really getting over 3.5% cashback rewards on that purchase. A lot of people think of the Upromise MasterCard as an opportunity to sort of double dip on some of your Upromise cashback rewards that you're already getting. Okay, and there's a number of other benefits to that. I'm just trying to provide a quick summary today. Two more things I want to mention. We do have a mobile app. So you can go to the App Store, Google Play, download a mobile app for Upromise. I have found personally that the grocery service is a whole lot easier to use if I can just take a picture from my phone and download the photo of the receipt from my phone. But definitely I've talked to a number of folks that use the mobile app exclusively for all their online shopping as well. So that works out well. And the other item I want to mention is a Upromise extension. So we currently have an extension associated with Chrome, so that if you have downloaded this extension, you have the ability to just go shopping on Chrome, and it will actually identify those retailers that are participating in Upromise. So if I use that same Best Buy example, so I don't necessarily have to go to Upromise, I can just come to Best Buy. And you'll see here, it's telling me that there's a 2% cash back as just in the search engine alone. And then if I click on Best Buy to go shopping, I'll get that same icon in the top right-hand corner in just a second. I can get 2% cash back. Also, there's a coupon available at checkout. I click that button, so it's going to pop up one more time to tell me that 2% has been activated. So I don't always, if I have that Chrome extension, I do not have to go to Upromise every time. I can just search my Chrome browser, and it'll identify any opportunity for cashback rewards there as well. And again, there's no better time than now to get started with Upromise. It's free and easy to sign up. And I recommend you all sign up and take a look and see how you might want to use the Upromise service.
And if you can stop sharing your screen, Derek, that would be great. And I think that is key, is that this is a completely free service. There's no cost, which is fantastic. Of course, I have questions. I hope you don't mind.
No, I don't mind at all.
I know. So, as a parent who is trying to figure out, college expenses myself. This is something that really, is interesting to me in particular. So tell me about what your Upromise account looks like. So I'm assuming you've been a member for a while. Yes.
I have been. I opened up my account back in 2003. And that was probably 20 years, almost 20 years before I started working at Upromise.
Really?
And, yeah, what was appealing to me is it was one of the few cashback reward programs at the time. But also I liked that it was sending money directly to my 529 plan.
Agree.
And with 3 children, I will tell you, any money that I can possibly get into that 529 plan is beneficial.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. And that's what I'm thinking too, is we have a 529 plan for our son, but we don't have anything like this that drives funds to it other than our donations ourselves, our savings ourselves. Okay, so actually, I'll say, does it work? I mean, is this something that actually drives savings or drives funds to 529 plans? Is this, what does that look like?
Sure. So the short answer is yes, it actually does work. And
I would assume you wouldn't be a member since 2003 if it didn't.
Exactly. So I will, again, we've been over, so Upromise has been around for over 20 years. Okay. We've awarded our members over $1.1 billion. Okay, so we've been around for a long time, and we're actually getting money to our members.
I was going to say, you said billion, right?
Billion, over $1.1 billion have already been awarded to our members.
That's impressive.
It is, and it's actually a wonderful story. And the other piece is we continue to increase the amount of money that we're sending to 529 plans every year. So this year we expect to make over $30 million in 529 plan contributions.
Wow. And what does that look like for the average person? Like, what is generally, with your regular spending that you do, what does that look like for your 529 plan?
Correct. So I would tell you that an active member, they typically are going to receive somewhere between $400 and $600 in cashback rewards.
Really?
Annually.
And just now, again, that's money.
It's you're never going to pay for an entire education that way. But it's a great opportunity for, you think of it as paying for books, it's paying for fees. And as we mentioned, any dollar helps.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's really free money that you're getting towards your child's, college.
Correct. And what's on top of that, if you think about it in connection with a 529 plan, that money is now going into a 529 plan where it can continue to grow tax-free.
Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. And let's talk about the cashback rewards and how does that work with redemption and things like that? Because I know you talked about that briefly.
Yeah, so I'll mention 2 different things in regards to the cashback rewards. One is the minimum amount you need for redemption in the 529 plan is $50. So those cashback rewards, they'll sit in your Upromise account until you hit $50. Once you've hit $50 on a monthly basis, so at the beginning of every month, we will run a redemption to all the 529 plans. So if
it happens monthly, okay.
Yep. So if you can hit $50 in a month, that's wonderful. I typically hit my $50 threshold every 2 months. Okay. If you are linked to
so I want to interrupt. So you don't have to hit $50 a month. It's not like you use it. It's not like you lose it. So it stays there. And then once you hit $50, it goes to redemption.
That's correct. If it takes you a year to get to $50, it'll
that's good news.
For a year, and it'll sweep as soon as you have that $50.
That's great.
Okay. There is a lower threshold for bank accounts. So if you are using your bank account or if you're saving for college outside of a 529 plan, the minimum there is $10.
Oh, well, that's really low.
Yes.
This is this is such a no-brainer. What about gift cards, and what does that look like? Because can you purchase gift cards still and get points for that? So, I mean, we're big gift card purchasers for birthday presents and things like that.
So absolutely. And as I sort of mentioned, as we walked through the demo, we have the capability of electronic gift cards, hundreds of different retailers that you can choose from, and they run the gamut of whether it's restaurants or clothing stores or anything like that.
So realistically, I could buy gift cards, spend it myself, and get the rewards.
Yes, and I do that regularly. And
what I love, that's like a no-brainer, right?
It is. And Kyle, the question I get asked all the time is, well, how do I get to my first $50? Like, how do I get that first $50? Yeah. And so let me just kind of walk through a couple of quick items for you as to how to get to that first $50. Okay. The first one are all the new account bonuses, and you don't want to discount any of those. So when you open up a new account and you verify your email, you're getting $5.29 just to start.
Yeah, $5.29, catchy.
All right, I know there's a lot of $5.29 puns in here. Once you link your $5.29 plan to that your first $5.29 plan that you link to that new Upromise account, you're going to get $25. So now you're already at $30.29. All right. If you download the Chrome extension, we give you 50 cents to download the Chrome extension. If you take your first survey, I mentioned this earlier, you get $1 for just taking the first survey, which is really just asking information about you. We're now up to $31.79. We're almost at $32.
Then I only have to spend a little bit of money buying myself gift cards.
Exactly. And then this is not big money, but I love telling people about this. There's a to-do list every day. Okay. If you take a daily poll, and a lot of the questions in daily poll, like what's your favorite flavor cake? Okay. You take a daily poll, you get a penny every day.
Chocolate.
It's called penny for your thoughts. Chocolate cake, that's your favorite. Also, if you do 2 other activities, you can get 10 cents on top of that. And if you do, I think there's 6 activities, you do all 6 in a day, I think you get
so a few minutes can earn you money, and then every day a few minutes makes a difference.
That's exactly it. And it takes a few minutes to get 11 cents every day. And I know that's only 11 cents, but it really does just take a few minutes. But if all we did was answer the poll and do a couple of events, we're now up to $30.90. All right. So now how do you get the difference? How do you get to 50? You hit on it. My favorite is gift cards. Okay. Log into my gift card plus. Okay. You do it right through Upromise, and take a look at all the different gift cards that exist. But what I always recommend to people is go to the promotions section. This is where you will see gift cards with 10% up to 20% cashback rewards. Okay, so quite often you'll see, Chipotle at 20% cashback rewards.
My son would love that.
Yeah, if there's a restaurant you're going to eat at, if there's recently there was one for Old Navy for 20% cashback.
Wow.
These are places where
and these change. The promotions change, Derek.
They do. They change regularly. So just keep taking a look at them. But this is an opportunity where $100 gift card at a store that you're going to use, or a restaurant you're going to go to, is getting you between $10 and $20 cash back.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then you're already at $50.
Correct. And I will tell you, you said this earlier, I did this recently to buy a pair of sneakers. I bought them through Zappos. I bought a Zappos gift card. I got cashback rewards for that. I used my Upromise MasterCard. So it added another.
You can double dip like that?
Yes. And then I went to Zappos through Upromise and purchased and made the payment and, bought the sneakers, the $75 sneakers with the gift card. And I got, a couple percent back on the Zappos purchase on top of that.
Really? So you triple dipped?
You triple dipped. Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
Now I know why your children are going to go to really great schools and you're not going to have to pay. This is really good information.
Yes.
Now, I know you mentioned a couple of times 529 plans. I know what that is. For people that don't know what that is, and I think all parents really should, we actually work with 529 New York, but we want to make sure on this call, really explain what that is and that means.
Sure. So a 529 plan, it's an investment product that's been designed exclusively to help families save for college. Okay. 529 plans, they're issued by states, and they provide federal and state tax benefits as a way to encourage college savings. It's really in its simplest form. It's a product, it's an investment product designed exclusively to help save for college. Okay. And there's a number of benefits to it. One of the benefits is that it's very simple to set up. They are professionally managed and provide multiple services to help fund the account. Okay. The 529 plans themselves want to work as hard as the individuals in figuring out ways to help add money to their 529 plan. Okay. You can generally open them with as little as $10 per month. Okay. Your 529 plan assets can be used anywhere nationwide. Okay. They can be used for professional services, vocational schools, an associate's degree, bachelor's or graduate degrees, or for apprenticeships. Okay. And your savings in a 529 plan, they grow tax deferred. All right. Just like your retirement program, the money grows tax deferred. The beauty of a 529 is that as long as the withdrawals are being used to cover qualified expenses like tuition, room and board, and fees, the money also comes out completely tax-free.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So
Okay, so
basically it's like you're investing, but you're not going to have to pay you for capital gains or for any gains that you have, so long as you're using it for educational reasons.
that's exactly it. And as a father who I've got two, well, one who's graduated college, one in college, and one who's about to start, there is no lack of qualified education expenses to
Yeah.
you need money for.
I bet we put one already through college and we have a 14-year-old coming up. So I hear you, my friends.
Yeah.
Okay. So if for some reason a family did not want to open up a 529 plan, but still wanted to earn funds, is that possible?
It is possible. As I mentioned
Not
earlier,
that it's recommended, but it is possible.
and it's true that we definitely promote the use of a 529 plan, but you can also send money directly to a checking or savings account. We don't pretend that every single person who's saving for college is going to use a 529 plan.
Mm-hmm.
There's a number of different ways to help to save for college.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So if you decide not to go to the 529 rate, you can still get those funds directly into your checking account.
That's right.
Oh, that's fantastic. This was such a great conversation. I'm so happy to learn more about this. I'm going to actually go online and start my triple dipping shortly. Now that I learned some tricks of the trades. What else? Is there anything and other tips that you think you could give our members and school leaders and families on this whole process?
Well, so I have been working in the college savings space for goodness, well over 20 years now. And what I try to tell people when they're thinking about saving for college is to keep it as simple as possible. Okay. Always look at your home state 529 plan first. That may be the last place that you need to do any research or you need to look. Okay. Also, just start funding the account as early as possible. And I say that with the caveat of, but it's also never too late to start.
Yeah, that was my question. It's never too late, even if it's only a couple of years before college. Correct.
It's just anything that you can, anytime that you have the ability to save for college, it's less that you have the potential to need as a loan or to borrow in the future.
And I know we say college, but I want to, go back to the fact that these educational funds can be used for professional education. They can be used for trade school, vocational schools. So if you decide to go right to career and have to get a certification for that career, they can be used for that, correct?
That's correct, including apprenticeships. So
so we're really talking about college and career savings, which is really important because children have many different paths and we're so happy to support them all.
That's correct. Yep.
Derek, thanks for the time. I really appreciate it. Thanks to all of our members for watching. If you have questions, I'm going to have Derek, where should they email?
Actually,
besides me, where should they email?
Yep. I would tell you to go directly to upromise.com and you can get all your questions answered there.
Okay, great.
So again, that is
upromise.com, and that's where you're going to sign up. And if you have any in particular questions as a member, please feel free to reach out to the office. We have Upromise linked right on our right on New York State PTA webpage in a number of places. And we're so excited to really bring this to you. It's a free resource for parents to try to save for your child's future, which I think is so important. Derek, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It's been great speaking with you today, Kyle.
It has been fantastic. Okay, we'll see everybody soon.
Bye-bye.